Good morning, friends, and welcome to my channel Learner's Den with Rahul. So, as promised, today I am here with my sixth episode on selling skill. Till now, we have discussed in the previous episodes that what are the things which we need to prepare before we go for sales call in the field, which I termed as ground zero preparation. Then we discuss what we need to take care of when we are opening a sales call or while making an entry in the customer premises. Then we discuss the art of probing. How do we need to ask the questions? What type of question we need to ask in order to understand the problem statement of the customer. Then we also discuss that how should we, put our product in front of the customer in order to make him satisfied that my product is having the best benefit as far as his needs or expectations are concerned. So there I explained in my last episode the art of BAFing and factory. Now, when you have understood the problem statement of the customer and you have demonstrated your product benefit in front of the customer on the basis of his needs using the factory technique and the BAFing, then the next question arises, what should be the next step? Right? So next step will be definitely to close and get an order. But it is not so simple, because I have seen most of the time many salesperson actually get struggle that how should we close after putting so much of hard efforts, and if the customer says no, then what will happen? If the customer do not agree or he say that I am not ready to buy right now, then what will happen? In order to cut short all those doubts which arise in the mind of the customer, in the mind of the salesperson, I will like to tell you how to close. Okay. So before you close, you need to ensure that you have clarified all the doubts which are there in the mind of the customer. And this is very, very important, my dear friend, because if the doubt remains in the mind of the customer, then he will not agree to your terms and conditions or maybe your product, and he will give you certain time, which may be 2 days, 3 days, 1 month, or it can be infinity. So do not leave any scope for any type of doubts. So before you close, you need to tell to the customer, dear sir, as per our discussion, we agreed upon that these are 1, 2, 3, 4 your problem statement or your needs, and what I have explained you corresponding to your needs are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So sir, am I right? Or you want to add on something, or do you want me to clarify any doubts or anything which you have not understood, or you want clarity on that thing? So tell me so that I can explain you once again. It is very, very important, because that's the sincere effort. If you do, customer will definitely understand that okay, this person really means a business. He is serious about my problem, he's serious about my need. So he may ask you explained that thing, I want some more details on that. Could you provide me some more detail? Or let's say he will say, this is something which I have not understood. So you have an opportunity. If the customer makes such statement that I have not understood, could you explain me please? Or if he asks you many cross question related to your products, of any types of cross question, which can be in the case of doubt, or which be in the case of not agreeing to your prospecting, your product prospects, that probably is not something which is making you irritate or something, the customer is trying to buy a time. No. Those objections and doubts actually are the opportunities, my dear friend. Understand from the perspective, no stranger will ask you any questions related to objections or any doubts until unless he has made some, in his mind that he want to come along to you. Most of the salesperson actually get very uncomfortable with his objections or the doubts which are coming from the customer. Do not be afraid of that. The objections and doubts are actually opportunity for you to get an order. So just recap your entire process, remove the doubts of the customer, and then once again ask, sir, I hope I have been able to clarify all your doubts. When the customer say yes, then proceed to the next step, which should be like this. So sir, we have understood your problem. We have, understood your problem, and I have provided you the according to your problem statement or needs. These are my product benefits, and I have removed all your doubts. So sir, now tell me, when should I come to take the check? Also, let's sign up the form. I will be taking the money in the form of cash, DD or check, whatever will be the instrument of finance which is there needed in order to get an order from the customer. Do not leave an opportunity close there itself. Now, many time friends, when the customer has made up its mind that he or she is ready to buy your product and is convinced of your offering, they provide certain signals. These signals are non-gesture signals which are not in verbal. Some of them it could be verbal, but getting a verbal signal, you may be very lucky if you get that verbal signal itself from the customer on the first instance of the sale. I will rather say you're absolutely very lucky, but that does not happen. 90% time customer don't give verbal cues that they are ready to buy your product. So they provide you non-verbal cues. These cues or these signals come in the form of certain body language or the gestures which can come up anytime during the process of sales. A good salesperson need to identify that signals, and the moment you identify that signals, immediately recap, close, do not proceed further. Now, how come that signal will come? So let me give you certain examples. So a customer is sitting and listening to you. Suddenly, he starts rubbing his nose like this. Or maybe he will see on right hand side or left hand side in upwards. Or maybe suddenly his eyes may be open and then shut. Or maybe he will sit like this. Hands at back, or this is known as open posture, and then maybe he will do like this. He will sit like this. Or maybe he will be, scratching his cheeks on this way and then say, oh. He will maybe he can take a deep breath. Now, if you are getting these types of signal, my dear friend, these are nothing else but these are the signal of readiness, or these are also known as buying signals. This can come anytime during the sales. The moment you see this signal, my dear friend, just recap your entire discussion which has happened till now and close in the form of a commitment or a date or any financial instrument which you are ready to take in lieu of your product and services you are going to sell to the customer. Now, when you can also close in 3 or different ways, there are the certain closing techniques. I am just trying to tell you 2 or 3 because of the paucity of time. One is called as twin barrel technique. So the twin barrel closing technique is that, if you take this, I will offer you this also. If you are going to buy my product right now, I will provide you this. So you are providing 2 benefits at the same time. This is known as twin barrel closing technique. Then other is if and then. So it can be like, if you are going to buy my product right now, then I will be extending you, let's say, any benefits, any additional value added services or whatever you can provide. That's known as if and that closing techniques. Then there can be power of one closing technique, which basically works more in FMCG market and telecom market. Power of one is nothing else. It says that, if you buy, I am going to give you that product which you want. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4 products which you are ready to take, but I will give one product from my side. That is known as power of one. Then there is ring back technique, where you can pretend that you're calling your boss and saying that, boss, Mr. XYZ is ready to buy a product. Can we extend some benefit to him? That is known as call back or ring back technique. So there can be also, different types of closing technique. The idea is, the moment you get the buying signal, just recap, eliminate a doubt and close. So this was, my dear friend, all things related to eliminating the doubts and getting the order in the form of closing techniques. So I hope you must have liked this episode. If you want any further more information, just drop your valuable comments in the comment box. Those of you who have not subscribed to my channel till now, I will request all of you please to click on the bell icon and subscribe so that you keep on getting the more information on the new videos which are uploaded. So kindly request you to like, subscribe and share my YouTube channel Learner's Den with Rahul. Till the time we meet again on the last episode of Selling Skill, how to develop an everlasting relationship with the customer. Take care, be healthy, be happy and keep growing. Bye bye. Thank you.